friends. Welcome to Race to Rise podcast, a place where we discuss bite sized wisdom nuggets with easy to follow practices to live a better life. I am your host, Mital Patel, a parenting junkie, Ayurveda enthusiast, and an advocate of conscious living. If you use a gratitude a little, your life will change a little. And if you use gratitude a lot, your life will change a lot. I heard this a while ago I would say years ago, and I didn't know what this means until November 22nd, 2018. Now you must be saying, why is she so specific? Yes. November 22nd, 2018 was the first time I did something for myself which changed the entire path of my life. Today I am who I am is because of that day and because what happened that day. So, first of all, thank you everyone for showing up, for supporting me, for loving me, for always being with me. Today is episode 100 of Race to Rise podcast, and I am so excited for each and every one of you who's been here with me from day one, or this is the first time you're listening to me. Either way, I am so happy and grateful for you, for your energy, and for your support. Now today, by the way, this is a big day. Okay, let me step back a little. I just turned 33 today when I'm recording this podcast. Woohoo! I am so excited. I actually forgot for a second that it's my birthday today. So much to celebrate here today. It's my birthday. It is the 100th episode that I'm recording for Race to Rise podcast. So I wanted to share something that changed the trajectory of my life. 2 practices that got me from where I was to where I am today. Number 1, you must have already got the hint by now, is I'm talking about gratitude. Gratitude has been a life-changing power that I have used it to the extreme where I am today. The day I heard my coach Jay Shetty saying gratitude is the mother of all values was the day I decided to be thankful for every situation. He literally taught me the new definitions of gratitude, and which actually gave me a new perspective, and it taught me that if I get what I want, it's good. But when I don't get what I want, it's even better. And I should be thankful for those moments because gratitude gets me what's better for me. And honestly, I really love myself for stepping up and joining the personal coaching back then, because that one decision changed my life. And I've been living abundantly since then. And so today I wanted to share those 2 mindset practices that I have personally tried and tested many times, and it has done wonders in my life. So number 1 is gratitude. And number 2 is, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to reveal it yet. Let's talk about gratitude. What is gratitude? So the dictionary definition of gratitude is that gratitude is showing appreciation, being thankful for, and acknowledging the blessings in your life. And it's not about forcing yourself to say thank you for any greater motive. It is a genuine expression. So that's by definition gratitude. But the new definitions that I learned from my coach, he taught me 3 definitions of gratitude. Number 1 is that gratitude is being grateful in all times and circumstances. So it's not just about good times, but it's also about the bad times and the ugly times, right? The second definition was that gratitude is about being happy for the positive growth of others around you. Because we all realize that, we have to realize that we're not in competition with everyone. It's about time that we become a part of somebody else's journey and their learnings. And when we support them, that's when the gratitude doubles. So it's about begin to notice and support the positive growths of others. And the third definition for gratitude is that gratitude is a verb. It's a doing word. And so it's about expressing through actions and doings. It's not just about saying it. And these three definitions have literally been a game changer in my life, because at that time, back in 2018, I was in such a dark space because my husband was going through depression. We had so many ups and downs in our married life and with my child. It was just with my kids, it was just so different. And I was not in the right space to think. And hence I joined a coaching community. And I really have to take a moment here and say that it is so important for us to invest in our personal growth. Because when we grow, everything around us grows. When we appreciate and when we are grateful for what we have, we get what we want. And so I really wanted to share that a pillar learning of my growth has been gratitude. And as a scientist, it was really hard for me to believe it in the beginning. But what I really loved about that, gratitude is really backed by science, as well as, there has been plenty of research done. I mean, now I don't need no science to explain me the spiritual practices, because I really believe that science is about the external research and spirituality is about the internal research. And so I believe that gratitude is about the internal research. But just to back up with the science, that our brain actually believes in gratitude. Because when you say, thank you for healing, for example, thank you for healing my body. When you say that, your brain literally believes it as if that has already been happened. So gratitude actually helps us attract the things more quickly and easily. And research has showed that gratitude leads to happiness and longevity. And there has been countless studies which has shown about that when you practice and experience gratitude, it improves your life, it cultivates happiness, and it generates longer life expectancy. And like they say, gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can emit. So the frequency of gratitude is so high and positive. So it's natural that your body will continue to attract things that match this higher frequency, if you believe in science like this, quantum physics, right? So there's so much power in gratitude. So now you must be saying, how one can cultivate the gratitude. The way we were taught was you can write a letter to yourself, you can write a letter to your friend, your family, anyone, about being thankful. You can count your blessings, you can spread kindness by keeping a gratitude journal, by writing 3 things that you're grateful for every day. You can pay it forward. That is a form of gratitude. You can, of course, again, you can do the morning and evening gratitude journals. And the easy way to experience the power of gratitude is by smiling as often as you can. So that's gratitude. And again, just on a side note, that it's so important that gratitude is not forced with the intention to manifest something or to attract something, right? It has to be genuine. It has to be authentic. And it has to, it has to cultivate that you really want to shift your vibration to shift your reality. So you have to be authentic when you're expressing your gratitude. So that was number one practice. Now, number two is self love. Yes, it is such a cliche word in our society to talk about, because I don't know about the percentage. I mean, I don't know the facts real. But when I heard first time about self-love, I was like, what is self-love? That just felt so fake to me initially. It took me so long to love myself. Why? Because I was bullied as a child for being dark. And it's so hard when you have a hard time accepting yourself. It's hard for you to love yourself. But it's so important to love yourself, because when you unconditionally love yourself, you will be able to unconditionally love others, whether that's your child, your spouse, your friends, your family, anyone. But it has to start with yourself. And so that was another powerful practice that changed the trajectory of my path, unconditionally loving myself. Now, this is a deep, deep subject, and it can't be done, just by talking about it. Because I mean, if you want just the information on self-love, you can find plenty of this information on the internet, right? Because we're living in such an era where we can all pass on to that information. But it's about how can we cultivate the power of self-love. We really have to dive deep into it. It's not just about collecting the information, but rather it's about the implementing the practices, right? So I wanted to share a few questions that you can maybe look into it, dive deep at your own pace, in your own time, like my coach would tell me. So the number one question is, what does self-love mean to you? Yes, to you. See if you can get a minute and write down first 10 words or phrases that come in your mind about self-love. As soon as you hear self-love, what comes in your mind? I mean, I remember when I did this exercise, the first thing that came into my head was selfish. I was so boggled and I couldn't move further because and the second word was fake. I just couldn't embrace that there is a such thing as self-love, because you know what? I was never taught, because of course, no judgment here, but my parents didn't know. My parents they still don't know how to love themselves. So it was about that we were never taught how to love ourselves, and we never saw our parents do the same. So we just didn't learn. So write down the first 10 words that come in your mind about self-love. Then you want to write down things that you love about yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, about yourself, right? So what do you absolutely love about yourself? And it's so important to take some time and reflect about these things, because this is not just a place where we're going to collect the information, right? We're here so we can practice this wisdom filled nuggets. We're here to implement these practices. So I would really love for you to reflect on, what do you absolutely love about yourself? So write down things that you love about yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally. Then go and write down, what do you not love about yourself? Yes, I said that. Write down things that you notice yourself wishing you could change about yourself, and be honest and write down everything that you don't love about yourself. And also write down why if you can. Then move on to understanding your worth, because you know what? I'm about to bet 200% of the time we don't even think that we're worth it. It's we are living in such a lack mentality that, a lot of our lack of self-love like really comes from the lack of self-worth. So I really want you to make a T-chart of I feel worthy of and I do not feel worthy of. See if you can come up with at least 5 things that you feel worthy of and 5 things that you do not feel worthy of. Please, again, do reflect on this question. Then you can go on, and the very last thing, because I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed. So the very last thing I want you guys to do is write a letter to your younger self. Write a letter. Start with thank you for being who you are, and then keep writing it. Talk about when she or he was struggling. What do you wish you could have, tell her or him? What do you wish you could have reminded him or her, right? So talk to your younger self. See where you get. This was my pillar practice as well. After the gratitude, I was asked to write a letter to my younger self, and I didn't think I was worthy enough to love myself. And it was really such a teary experience, and it was so heartbreaking experience that I didn't feel worthy of love. So anyways, write a letter to your younger self and see where this takes you. And at the end, you can end it with creating your own affirmations. So you can go back to the page of your, where you talked about the unworthiness, and then write down the opposite sentence or the statement to the moment or the things that make you feel unworthy. And repeat these affirmations and see where this practice takes you, because this has done wonders for me. And I hope it does it. You know what? Not that I hope. I know that this will do the wonders for you. So today, I just wanted to share those 2 of the practices that has been the game changer in my life, the gratitude and self-love. It has helped me become who am I today, and it is further helping me with who I really want to become for tomorrow. So again, I really want to share huge gratitude for each and every one of you for supporting me and for celebrating this 100th episode with me. I appreciate you all and sending you so much love your way. Thank you.
That's it for this week's episode of Race to Rise. Be sure to sign up to our email list at risewithmittal.com and join us again next time for more wisdom about life, kids, and everything in between. I am Mittal Patel, wishing you happy raising and rising.